This is TechVibe Radio. It's your front row seat to Pittsburgh's technology and innovation ecosystem. TechVibe is brought to you by the generous support of Compunetics at compunetics.com, Chorus Call at choruscall.com, Highmark at highmark.com, Huntington Bank at huntington.com, the Kindling Culture Agency at thekindlingagency.com, PNC Bank at pnc.com, Savior at savior.com, and Studio Me at studiomeproductions.com. TechVibe proudly broadcasts from the Huntington Bank studios. Let's get the show on the road. Oh my God, Audrey, I'm exhausted. It's been crazy, man. It's been crazy. I just got back from Vegas.
You have to have a great time. Are you going to tell us what you did in Vegas?
Well, besides riding the high roller and going to the F1 bar. No.
No, you did go to the F1
We did
bar.
go, but that was because one of our partners had a thing there.
Oh,
so
stop.
I had to go to the F1 bar and actually maybe even meet a Jensen Button F1 driver from the day.
Gee.
But you know what I'm talking about. It's CES every year now. This is like our third straight year where the Tech Council goes to CES because not only are our members there, but we actually help CES with content. We put on a panel discussion every year, and it's an honor, Audrey. It is. It is so cool for us to actually take Pittsburgh companies, give them a center stage on things that are changing the world.
It's amazing.
It's fun. And this year, it was all,
And you got a chance to listen to the keynote?
The keynote, well, yeah, let's start off with that real fast. So, I mean, the kickoff of it was was Lenovo at the Sphere with YY. It was a 2-hour thing, a little long.
You spoke for 2 hours?
Well, it was off and on things for 2 hours. But here's
You mean like Gwen Stefani danced in between?
She came at the end. Nothing in between. The in-between stuff was like announcements as to how AI is going to be integrated in even more stuff than we ever thought it could be integrated into. In fact, I'm starting to wonder if we need human beings anymore or not. And suffice it to say, I'm going to say we still do. But they sure want to sell us a lot of AI. But it's incredible to see. At the event, of course, Jensen from NVIDIA was there, which was pretty amazing to see him speak. It's like, oh my God, man, like your company and their chips allow this stuff to happen.
Was he wearing a black leather jacket?
Yeah, the look's getting a little old. I'm sorry. I mean, it's cool, but like.
Well, I think I'm just going to start wearing. I love black.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to start doing black and gold. That'll just be my.
You could.
Time.
But just mix it up. I feel like he's got. He probably has 27 of those $10,000 motorcycle jackets.
Right.
Because I know they're not cheap.
Beautiful
They're beautiful.
jackets.
Oh yeah, I'm not ripping on them. I'm saying, but I would diversify my look. That's just me. I mean, he can do him and his hundreds of millions and billions of dollars, and I'll do me with my never near $1 million. So you do the math. I know who's cooler. It's not me. but anyhow, it was the whole thing is AI for 2 hours, and as you go through the show, it's AI. But then you say to yourself, for this AI to work, it needs data centers, it needs energy, and that's what
energy, baby.
And that's what the Tech Council brought to the stage. Literally, we had a panel discussion that just blew my mind when it talked about sustainable data centers, reliable data centers. And on this panel, we had Katie Momini from PwC. She's also on our board of directors. She was our moderator. We had the likes of Synopsys hanging out with us, Westinghouse, Excess Renewables, and AWS. I can't think of any more important companies that are shaping the future.
Excess Renewables focuses on just solar, wind,
and battery storage. So we can power these data centers. We had Westinghouse talking about the nuclear going on in there. And so, Audrey, you know me, I grab interviews with everybody. So
that's so fun.
We're bringing interviews from the panel today, which I'm just so excited about because the panel discussion was amazing. We're going to kick it off with Katie Momini from PwC, and then we're going to jump into Anthony Matarazzo from Synopsys, still ANSYS as well, too, and what they do. So we're going to check that out. Katie, it's so cool to have you here at CES with us. This is our big day.
It is. It's been an exciting couple of days.
I'm exhausted, but in such a good way, though.
We've gotten a lot of steps in.
Absolutely. First off, PwC's presence at CES has been amazing this year. I can't imagine a better place for people to see your investment in AI that you've been making over the past years. It's just leading the industry.
Absolutely.
As far as that is, and how cool to show how you guys are harnessing the power of this and helping businesses actually use it.
Yes, as we've been investing a lot, we're building a lot, just like everybody else, and it continues to evolve. But we're very excited to be here, and this has been a great showcase the last couple of days with so many individuals and networking.
And I've learned something about F1 and what you guys do with F1. It really showcases the whole experience and all the capabilities that PwC has when it comes to helping other businesses. I think F1's like the ultimate case.
Yes, F1 has a lot going on. And in particular, when you think about behind the scenes, how fast the cars are going, all of the automation and technology that drives that. So we're proud to be a sponsor of F1. Yeah.
And we could not be more excited to have you moderating our discussion today.
Thank you.
Databases, sustainable reliability. These are such things that are driving growth in Pittsburgh. But this is what's going to drive growth around the world because we need all of this. And we couldn't think of a better person to be leading this thing, because you guys you know so much about this stuff. So
thank you.
We're looking forward to an amazing conversation today.
It's going to be great. We have a distinguished panel of individuals, as you mentioned. Pittsburgh is the epicenter, a lot of what's going on as it relates to data centers, sustainability, and energy. So I'm super excited to moderate with you.
Yeah. So fast, what are you thinking about in terms of the opportunities that we see in the Pittsburgh area when it comes to this and how this is going to be driving what we do with AI?
Yeah, absolutely. As you'll see on our panel today, we've got Westinghouse here. We've got Ansys/Synopsys, right? We've got Amazon. We've got them all, but we have it sitting in our backyard. And as even with the new airport that just opened, it's running on its own power grid. So we are at the forefront of what is happening as it relates to technology. And it's super exciting to be at a conference with globally, and we have a Pittsburgh-specific panel, which is awesome.
It's going to be good stuff. I cannot wait. I'm going to learn so much today, and so thank you for being part of this with us. We could not do without you.
Yes,
you are the best.
No, I'm happy to be here. Thanks, John.
Awesome. Anthony, oh my goodness. So great to see you.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, I'm so excited about today. When we were assembling this panel, we got to get Anthony on this panel, and what Synopsys Ansys is doing is, my God, it drives everything that's happening in the world as far as I'm concerned. So tell me a little bit about real fast with Synopsys and Ansys and what you're doing here.
Yeah, really, it's a matter of where the technology is going and the community of everything, right? When you look at pumps to vehicles to UAVs to robots to data centers, there's one thing in common, and that's everything's connected, autonomous, and intelligent, right? So the engineering that has to go behind from the tech from silicon to systems is really important, and it's really difficult. Compute is going to power the next generation of the models that we need. And physics needs to anchor AI in reality because there's a lot of hallucinations out there.
I love that you said that it has to anchor it into reality because that is so true. And that's exactly what you guys are able to do with your software.
Absolutely.
That's why you make your money, man. That's so cool. And you make it sound so simple because it is not.
Part of it is we do sell rocket science, but we have to be able to articulate it to, next generation engineers, which, you think about AI and just the complexity of where that tech is going. The whole landscape has completely shifted.
Yeah, we have a star-studded cast up there, and you guys really making Pittsburgh proud. This is what Pittsburgh brings to the table when it comes to technology.
Love it.
Data centers, AI, everything. Real fast with the change over to Synopsys and the Ansys thing. You guys are continuing to grow in Pittsburgh.
Totally. Yeah. So we have about 900, almost 1,000 individuals in the Pittsburgh area.
I forget how many that is. That's just, wow.
It's incredible.
Yeah, that's just amazing.
And I think over the years, it's just been the legacy of, we were spin off out of Westinghouse 50 years ago.
Exactly.
We just continued to grow and make acquisitions, and just the history of, industrial kind of meets AI robotics, really unique kind of where we're at and in the middle of it. So
it's good stuff all the way around. We could be more proud to have you guys here. I am so looking forward to this conversation today because we're going to learn just a ton.
Totally.
And I can't wait to bring more content coming in from that. So it's worth for pre-gaming here. We're warming up. So thank you, Anthony. You're the best, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks for
awesome, man. Thank you much. So much fun, Audrey. We are coming right back after this quick break to talk about more CES 2026 and the panel discussion. More interviews coming your way. What do you say?
That's great. I think fantastic.
Hang tight, everybody.
What stays in Las Vegas comes to Pittsburgh.
Exactly right. That's the new tagline. Super, super cool. Anyhow, we're taking a break. Jonathan Kirsting.
Audrey Russo.
From the Pittsburgh Tech Council. Go to pghtech.org. We'll be right back. More CES coming your way. Studio Me Productions is a full-service video production company based in Pittsburgh. It offers custom video production services, podcast studio rentals, and communication studio build-outs. Choosing Studio Me Productions means investing in a partnership that values creativity and delivers results that exceed expectations. With a deep understanding of marketing and storytelling, Studio Me ensures your project will captivate and engage your viewers. Learn more at studiomeproductions.com. That's studiomeproductions.com. A strong work culture is the invisible force that binds employees to each other, to the company, and to their work. It's linked to better business outcomes, happier employees, and increased retention. How we work and where we work continue to evolve in almost every way, yet our human need for connection and purpose remains. Help your employees connect and thrive by evolving your culture to support your team, regardless of how or where they work. So discover how the Kindling Culture Agency can transform your company's culture at sparksomething.big.com. That's the Kindling Culture Agency at sparksomething.big.com. Compunetics is the leading developer of unified voice, video, and data collaboration and conferencing applications for the service provider, government, and unique workflow applications. The Summit Olympus and Evergreen platforms, driven by their encrypted user interfaces, enable powerful and secure collaboration. Combined with world-class support and innovative professional services, Compunetics delivers the right solution every time. Learn more at compunetics.com. This is TechVibe Radio, your front row seat to Pittsburgh's technology and innovation economy. TechVibe is brought to you by Compunetics at compunetics.com, Chorus Call at choruscall.com, Highmark at highmark.com, Huntington Bank at huntington.com, Kindling at thekindlingagency.com, PNC Bank at pnc.com, and Savior at savior.com. TechVibe proudly broadcasts from the Huntington Bank studios. Audrey, like I said, I'm still like riding this bubble.
I know you are. Did you gamble while you were there?
No gambling. I will never gamble. I just don't do that. But what I was gambling on there was my health. Every time I get sick, I did not get sick this year. Like flu, cold, something.
Good. What'd you do differently?
Masked up on the plane. Completely scoured myself in all sorts of things that kill germ. Brillo pad, bottle of Ajax maybe. Like, that cannot be confirmed nor denied. But you got to play it safe. It's a lot of people. I mean, when you're at CES,
that's a lot.
You're looking at like 200,000 people from all over the world, and we all have to breathe, and our breath goes everywhere. But I skirted it this year. But what I did come back with, what I scored our jackpot on was interviews this year. I'm going to play the last 2 interviews from our panel that we had around sustainable data centers. Got to talk with Jim Spencer of Excess Renewables. I mean, Jim knows how to build energy companies. He was responsible for all the wind power that we see in Pennsylvania. He's now doing that to provide sustainable energy for data centers. And Audrey, this was so exciting. I got to interview Shannon Kellogg, who is the VP of Policy at Amazon's AWS. I mean, when you think data centers, that's that. And they had some amazing perspective about what it's going to take to keep data centers running. So let's check it out. Jim Spencer, oh my goodness, here at CES with us. At the Tech Council, we were so excited putting this panel together. It's such an honor for us to take Pittsburgh and put it on this global stage. And I'm thinking about what Exis is doing. You're connecting all these dots as to what is going to make technology actually happen. We need the power in so many different ways. Tell me about Exis real fast and what you guys are up to.
Sure. We are a renewable energy IPP. That means that we develop, own, and operate renewable energy projects, primarily large-scale solar, wind, and now storage in a big way. And if you think about what we do, we identify sites, we make sure we can get power in and out, we permit those sites, and with the boom in AI and large data centers, that it's just that we're doing the same thing. So as we develop projects, now we're looking at the possibility to co-locate data centers.
That's what it's all about.
It's what it's about, yeah.
And I love the idea of obviously the renewable aspect, the sustainable aspect, and the Tech Council, it's all about all the above. It takes everything to make this happen. But I just love the fact that the way you're pursuing this, it's a gentler way of doing it, for lack of a better term, being able to put some renewables in there.
There's a real Pittsburgh spin to this, because we've been selling renewable energy to the hyperscalers for 15 years.
Exactly.
But those were AWS's distribution centers, helping them to meet their ESG goals, Google, DataBridge, Digital Realty. Now, with these large-scale data centers, there's really no way that we can supply a gigawatt of renewable energy. Right. But how can we? SMRs. In my view, that's the next sustainable step.
That's on the nuclear side of that,
Nuclear side, Pittsburgh, Westinghouse.
I mean, we have the roots and we got the expertise.
The other thing is LDES, long-duration energy storage.
I want to talk to you about that because that is something a lot of people don't know about. Talk to me more about that, the idea that we make this energy, we can store it so we can actually use it at the optimal time to use it and so forth.
Exactly. So storage is becoming mainstream now, but the reality is that we've just built a large storage project in New Mexico where we serve the metadata center.
Okay.
But those are 4 hours, and that's the state of the art in the U.S. right now.
Okay.
The technology is 4 hours. But you have Form Energy, right? West Virginia, close to Pittsburgh.
Right.
Iron air storage, 100 hours. That's going to be a game changer because we'll be able to store energy for that period of time when it's needed, when the sun's not shining. So that's a really great opportunity.
It's just fascinating. I get so excited when I hear you talking about this because I'm realizing you're solving these really tough problems, things that are keeping people up at night.
Yeah.
But there are solutions to these things, and you're doing it.
We're trying.
That's why we're here at CES to showcase we're solving these problems in Pittsburgh. And it takes companies like Exus to do that. So, Jim, thank you for being here, man.
Yeah,
we are
thanks
so
for inviting
excited.
us.
Of course, man.
Happy to be here.
Couldn't think of anybody better.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. At CES, we have the absolute coolest companies hanging out with us today. I can't think of a more powerful company out there than Amazon. And when it comes to what we're talking about here with data centers today, I can only imagine with the impact that Amazon has and what it means to the world with what you guys are doing and what it means for you guys to have data centers and there's enough power to run those data centers. So, Shannon, we are so excited to have you on our panel today. We literally have the best of the best. So glad to have you here. Real fast, tell me about yourself real quick, what you do with Amazon, and I want to jump into a few fast questions.
Sure. Yeah, Shannon Kellogg, and I'm a Vice President for Public Policy for the Americas for our AWS division at Amazon.
Heard of those guys.
Cloud Computing division.
Yeah.
And I've been there just over 13 years, and I run the Americas, and we're focusing a lot on data center and energy and infrastructure issues these days.
Obviously, this is at the core what makes Amazon happen. Big chunk of your business, obviously, with all that type of stuff.
We've been in the cloud computing business now for about 20 years.
That's amazing. But when you say that, because when you first started that up, it wasn't really, it was this idea, it was this thing, it was a trend, but now it's how we do business.
Now it's foundational.
It is foundational.
And of course it's foundational to AI as well, which is
100%
a hot topic.
Which is why we're all here today. Yeah, absolutely. So tell us about some of the investments that you guys are making. Obviously, I knew in Pennsylvania, there's some great stuff going on where you're putting power up, but you're building campuses around that as well, too. Tell me more about that.
Earlier last year, because we're in 2026,
Yes.
so in summer of 25, we announced a $20 billion investment in Pennsylvania to continue to build out our data center and infrastructure footprint in the U.S. And so Pennsylvania is now a destination for us, and we'll be building multiple campuses there, including one that we're building right now around the Tellon Energy nuclear plant. It's in the Susquehanna.
Right.
It's the Susquehanna nuclear plant in Pennsylvania, and we're building a data center campus right around that.
I think about the impact of that for the state and what that means. Those are some big dollars right there. That is no messing around. What made Pennsylvania an attractive place to do this?
This is a historic investment for Pennsylvania, and I was there with the Governor Shapiro and Senator McCormick to announce it this summer. And just having them both there as part of the announcement was cool because it really has been a bipartisan effort.
It's one of the few things,
to draw us into Pennsylvania
Great point.
and make this historic investment. But there are lots of things attractive about Pennsylvania, but of course, having abundant energy resources and availability and certainty around that is one of the big factors.
Yeah, 100%. So that's what we're learning so much when we see other companies that are investing like this. We see that Pennsylvania, and especially when you go into southwestern Pennsylvania, there's just such opportunity there. So that's why we're so excited to have you here today as to why you're doing this. We want to get the word out there, though. This is what's going on. And when you have places like Amazon making these types of investments, I think something is real.
No, absolutely. And of course, there are other investments that are going into Pennsylvania in the space too. It's not just us, but we were the largest and the biggest and the first to make this kind of a announcement, but others have also followed. And I think it's just the beginning as we look at the possibilities around AI and maintaining U.S. leadership in AI. And the investment in Pennsylvania and the investments that we're making across the country are part of this historic effort to build out AI-related and digital infrastructure across the U.S. to maintain that leadership for the U.S. globally.
Yeah, we couldn't be happier that you're choosing our state, our region in order to do that. You guys really got that ball rolling. That started the momentum.
That's very
that
exciting.
We're seeing right now.
It's very exciting, and so far the experience has been really great in Pennsylvania for us.
That's fantastic, and I can be more excited to kick off 2026 here at CES with you guys part of our panel. Like, it's so exciting, very fun.
Yeah, it's wonderful to be back to CES. I haven't been here for a number of years, and so it's really great to be back here and also to be a part of this discussion today with you all.
When I see Amazon's presence here, I see all the AI that's going on. It's mind-bending, but the opportunity is so amazing. And, we're going to have more next week, Audrey, I swear, because that wasn't all we did. I know. So much fun. I love it. Every year I get so excited to go there. And to me, it's just an honor. And you look at me, I'm smiling right now.
I know,
I get excited about it. So next week, if you tune in, we're going to talk to some of the companies that were on the floor there, companies like PowerCast, Covestro, and so many more that I got to talk to at CES. So look forward to next week, Audrey. What do you say?
Yes. Don't forget about Sundays.
If
you don't, and if you forget about Sundays, you can find us anywhere.
Exactly right, man. Wherever you get your podcast, go there and check it out for TechVibe. So many great ways. Audrey, look forward to hanging out with you next week.
Yep.
And I'll see you tomorrow in the office.
Thanks for geeking out with us on TechVibe Radio. Tune in next Sunday for more tech and innovation stories right here from Pittsburgh. Get TechVibe wherever you get your podcasts and never miss a show. TechVibe is brought to you by the generous support of Compunetics at Compunetics.com, Chorus Call at ChorusCall.com, Highmark at Highmark.com, Huntington Bank at Huntington.com, the Kindling Culture Agency at TheKindlingAgency.com, PNC Bank at PNC.com, Savior at Savior.com, and Studio Me at StudioMeProductions.com. TechVibe proudly broadcasts from the Huntington Bank Studios.